Oneness, the hymn to ourself. When I said, all power and glory are yours because the kingdom is His, this is what I meant. The will of God is without limit, and all power and glory lie within it. It is boundless in strength and in love and in peace. It has no boundaries because its extension is unlimited, and it encompasses all things because it created all things. By creating all things, it made them part of itself. You are the will of God because that is how you were created. Because your Creator creates only like Himself, you are like Him. You are part of Him who is all power and glory and are therefore as unlimited as He is. This is our true reality, which is obviously not how we experience ourselves. It is the light of the atonement principle represented by the Holy Spirit, to whom we are repeatedly asked in the Course to bring our darkened thoughts that are anything but filled with the power and glory of God. The atonement is the reminder that although we may believe we are separate from God's will, in truth the separation never happened. The wholeness of creation, ours and our extensions, remains forever intact. The will of the Father and of the Son are one by their extension. Their extension is the result of their oneness, holding their unity together by extending their joint will. This is perfect creation by the perfectly created, in union with the perfect Creator. The Father must give fatherhood to His Son because His own fatherhood must be extended outward. We see Jesus continuing His joyous hymn of oneness, singing it over and over. In previous chapters, we discussed the ongoing nature of creation, a phenomenon that does not occur in the world of time and space, and is not understandable within spatial, temporal categories, the ego's miscreations. Creation or extension is the ongoing expression of God's love, which simply is. This isness, God's perfect being, extends itself in the creation of Christ, who then creates His own extensions. You who belong in God have the holy function of extending His fatherhood by placing no limits upon it. Let the Holy Spirit teach you how to do this, for you can know what it means only of God Himself. Elsewhere, Jesus explains that our function in heaven is to create, and our function in the world of illusion is to forgive or heal. One cannot teach the reality of creation, but we can learn to forgive, the dream's right-minded reflection of heaven's creation. For this reason, the Holy Spirit teaches us to see all members of the separated sonship as equal parts of the wholeness of the Father. To what else except all power and glory can the Holy Spirit appeal to restore God's kingdom? His appeal, then, is merely to what the kingdom is, and for its own acknowledgement of what it is. When you acknowledge this, you bring the acknowledgement automatically to everyone because you have acknowledged everyone. By your recognition, you awaken theirs, and through theirs, yours is extended. Awakening runs easily and gladly through the kingdom in answer to the call for God. This is the natural response of every Son of God to the voice for his Creator, because it is the voice for his creations and for his own extension. The kingdom is the state of perfect oneness, and its reflection here is the state of shared interests from which no one is excluded. When this vision is chosen by the one Son, it is shared by all, since God's Son is one both in truth and illusion. By hearing the voice that speaks for this healing of the separation, we gladly acknowledge the truth of the atonement and the unified Christ for whom it speaks. Forgiveness, or the miracle, is the Holy Spirit's means of undoing the dreams of division that seem to keep us apart, thereby restoring sanity to the mind that had heretofore identified with the madness of illusion.